Hi there. How y'all doing today? We're going into level 5 here. You can see way in the back, there's that purple area with the W flashing in it. That is our first flashback level. There's 5 of them total. That first one is Cleon. I still haven't made up my mind yet as to whether I want to do them after the movie portion, where you run through the movie, or if I want to do them before that. There's 5 of them. I really like all 5. All 5 are cool boards. Especially, there's one where you're in Harlem and you're Cochise, really like that one, and there's another one where you're in Chinatown and you're Fox. And both of those are really, really cool. The Warriors here on the radio, the Orphans from Tremont and East Tremont Avenue, are talking shit on the radio. And the Warriors are just still trying to build up their rep here, so they can't let that go down. Cleon is going to take like 5 really weak characters with him too. He's not going to take Ajax or Cochise or Swan. He's really weak characters. You have Ash, who sucks. You have Fox, who's the weakest character you have to play as, and the rest of the guys are just, generic warriors made up for this game. But just like in the movie, this whole game, they travel by subway through the whole thing. Coney Island is at the very south, the bottom part of Brooklyn, and they just take the subway everywhere they go. There's the famous Coney Island Wonder Wheel. Very, very cool. But again, we're going into Tremont. Tremont is actually a really low-income residential neighborhood in the Bronx on the west side. And for decades, it's just been one of the poorest communities in the entire country. And all of America is just so poor and has been for decades. Over half of the population lives below the poverty line. And the families there, most of the families, need public assistance in order to survive. It's brutal. But most of the buildings in Tremont are like 5-6-story tenement buildings. And I think I read somewhere that in the 70s, like this game takes place in the late 70s, there was like a series of arsons that demolished a lot of these buildings, and they were rebuilt and, rented out low-income housing. And a lot of the families that live in Tremont have lived in poverty for generations, just generation after generation, just dirt poor. So that's what we're running into here. You can see this whole board, everything just looks really shitty. This is, again, one of the poorest parts of the entire country. But the orphans are not heavy at all. They're not hard to beat down. All the guys you got with you are really weak characters, but Cleon is the man. You should have no problem running through this. There's our first bonus objective. Got to wreck 40 orphans. Not real hard to do. There's so much brawling in this board. There's just brawling all over the place. And I think we got them all here. There's a store over in the corner, Fine Jewelers. Fine Jewelers, there's one in Coney, there's one in Riverside, the last board we just did. This jewelry store is all over frickin' New York City. But we're going to run through the store, obviously have to hit the register because I'm me. And you won't get a lot of money out of this store, but there's 5 tags you got to hit, so we got to get some paint. That was pretty cool. It took out all 3 of the glass casing. That's pretty sweet. Paint dealer, right around the corner.
I'll sell you some paint, man, real cheap.
So we'll just load ourselves up. And Cleon does not paint very well at all, so the high score for this board is 7,000, and I can't promise I'm going to do too hot with the tags, because, like I said, tagging isn't where it's at for Cleon. Cleon's a fighter. Look around. Nah, I didn't. Wait. Nope, didn't get it. There's only 5 of these too. You want to hit him to get the high score.
Always hassling and hassling. Anyone beats them chumps a friend of mine. There's a bunch more around the clinic licking their wounds. Go get him, Tiger.
And up and over. And we're getting some more brawling. Like the bonus mission, wreck 40 of them. That sounds like a lot. It really isn't, because there's just so many of them in this whole game. Or, excuse me, this whole level. You're just fighting and fighting and fighting it. You can pretty much hit it without trying. Alright, let's clear some space. And start pounding these fuckers. Spinning heel kick, spinning back fist, still love that move. Alright, get some rage. See if we can get that Bruce Lee thing happening. There it is. Nice. And one more time for good measure. Man. I think I said in my last post, that is an actual kung fu move. And it'll pretty much kill you. Or at least leave you paralyzed for the rest of your life. Alright, way over here. Yeah, assuming we can get in there. You got 2 flash in here. There's also a machete, which is cool, but one of my guys just grabbed it. To finish these guys off, there's a lot of them. In their ugly green shirts. Big blood splatter on the ground. Smacking in the face, blood splatter everywhere. Alright, come on. There it is, double team. And we should be able to get out of here. Alright, this guy here, the guy with the giant throw, he is in the movie. When the warriors are crossing through the orphans' turf. The leader of the orphans is a guy named Sully. This guy's his lieutenant. We gotta chase him down and interrogate him to tell us where their hangout is. Didn't make it. No, you can actually, if you don't like run into the staircase like I did there, if you can catch him right on the other side of that fence, you don't have to chase him down. You can interrogate him right there, but it didn't happen that time. Here's the second tag. And way up on top of the building. It's really easy to miss this one if you don't know where it is. Oh yeah, I got that one. About time. Alright, now we can just jump down on the street and start fighting them, but you see this gap there? I always go this way. For one, there's another tag in there. And I'm not going to go after him just yet. You can't interrogate him anyway with all these orphans running around. You know, you'll be halfway there and they'll just start jumping, throwing bricks at you and shit. And it should be safe to go ahead and hit this. Alright, you gotta be careful with Cleon when you do this. Alright, just go up. There it is. And looks like I don't have to go out to get them, they're all coming to me. Very cool. Usually you gotta chase them out into the street. That hook kick, spinning hook kick that Cleon does, and then the spinning hook kick with the spinning back fist. Swan has those exact same moves. I actually think they look better when Cleon does them. Come on, let's get this guy. Sometimes he's hard to chase down, but well, not that time. Got him. His giant fro, I love that.
I can't tell you shit.
He looks like Toad from Super Mario.
Okay.
Alright, and the red W on the map is
Let's move it.
is where we're supposed to go, but we've got to wreck 40 orphans, so we're going to run past that. I mean, we could just run right through here and go up there and get it, but let's go fight some more. God, just walking down. These guys are all over the place. It's not hard to take out 40 of them. I mean, how many guys have I beat down so far, and I still haven't hit one flash yet? Blood splattering everywhere. Cleon's had some great kicks in this game. Does a lot of kicking. And obviously seen Enter the Dragon one too many times. Alright, we can go over this way. There's an alley behind this building. There's usually some more in there. There's got to be more than this. What is this, 3 guys? I'm saying none of my guys followed me. Look at the map. They're still way over on the other side. Not that they'd be much help if they were here anyway. See what I mean? They come over and they're not doing anything. Alright, and that's that. There's a flash dealer over in this corner over here. Just used one, so I'll grab another one. Alright, I think we're clear. The next tag is right around this corner. The triangle button, which is what you have to use to hit the tag, is the same thing that picks up bricks and bottles. Alright, 4 or 5, not too bad. Just a little over 1,000 points away from the high score.
I can't believe that.
I can't believe that.
For you guys, I wouldn't even bother. That party was real lame.
Holy shit! It's the Warriors!
Alright, these guys right here, after you run in there, they're not actually attacking you, they run from you. These guys, if you want to beat them down, you have to actually chase them down. Man. And that's it. We got our 40 orphans. And we could just take off, but you know, let me just finish these guys off first. See what I mean? They're running. They're not attacking you. They're trying to get out of there. Not doing a real good job either. Except for that one. Where'd you go? One more. Double team. Cool part about this. Right after you beat this part, the lady that played Mercy in the movie has a cutscene right at the end of this part. She came back to do her voice for this game too, just like the guy that did Cleon. This, like I said, the first time I saw this movie, I was, I believe, 9 years old, and so it was this movie was the very first thing I ever saw her in. Her name was Deborah Van Valkenburg. Then she was on a TV show in the 80s called Too Close for Comfort, and I really liked that show, mostly because of Ted Knight. That show was pretty much designed for him because he was so funny. He was already, you know, a classic TV star from the 70s, and he got his own show. And he was a cartoonist who owned this house, and his daughters, there's a can of Flash over there if you need it, and a can of paint in there if you need it, which we don't. But his daughters lived downstairs, and Deborah Van Valkenburg was one of the daughters. She was kind of the brainy one, and the other daughter was supposed to be this like buxom blonde that wasn't real bright. And Deborah Van Valkenburg's character was always jealous of her because she got all the attention. But it was, your typical 80s looking show. I mean, big hair and just colors, bright colors, just colors blam in your face. But I really liked that show a lot. Saw her, there was another TV show in the early 90s called Monsters. She was on an episode of that was pretty cool. Yeah, right here.
Good job. You guys are real tough. Real big shots.
What you say?
Well, so where's their leader? Don't you want to teach him a lesson too?
Got something to say, say it. We ain't got time for your fucking games.
His name's Sully, alright? He's at Frank's Auto Body working on his car. That dickhead thinks more of that junkie than he does about me, and I don't like it.
Let's go. Stupid chick just sold out her man. Let's go wreck his ass.
Said you're welcome, you jerk.
Yeah, really, really cool. Like I said, she was supposed to be the brainy one on the show that was jealous of the buxom, blonde, dumb sister. But I always thought Deborah Van Valkenburg was beautiful. And that's just my opinion. Probably because I'm biased because of this movie, because I saw this movie, but I really think, gosh, shit, see, there I am running my mouth. We are a little bit under 300 points away from the head's high score. I'm going to have to do some head smashes, or I'm not going to make it. See, running my mouth and not concentrating. Yeah, and see all these tenement buildings, these 5-6 story high tenement buildings. And it's all cheap and dirty and shitty looking. Now this isn't really a boss battle. You don't really fight Sully here. They take off. Lock themselves behind this fence.
You fucking pansies. It don't matter whether we rumble or not. What the orphans say goes.
And pretty much all you have to do is smash his car, and that's the end of the board. Which isn't really hard to do. All you got to do is click on Mayhem, and your boys will do it for you. But we have to get in some head smashes, or we're not going to hit the high score. And your guys will bust that car up pretty quick, so I don't want to hit Mayhem right away.
Orphans! Get him!
This guy is such a puss. We do end up fighting him later, though, in the movie portion of the game. We run through Tremont again. And that board, it's my favorite board of this game. And you do fight Sully, pretty close to the beginning of it. There's one. Give me one more. And it should be cool. They got up against the wall. Now they can go ahead and take out the car. And we're all good. Gotta beat guys down and wait for our guys to finish up. Inside crescent kick there at the end of a combo. Pretty cool. Some kung fu shit there too. But yeah, this is pretty much the end of this board. I'm pretty glad we got to the end of this one because I really like the next one a lot. The next one is very cool. Alright, I will catch you guys later. Please click like and subscribe. Have a good one, y'all.